Now we early on that ass.
Hi. Okay, so I know we definitely gotta let the people come in. We definitely gotta let them come in because we
Yeah.
look early. We
We'll
look early.
give people.
Early.
I'm
We
not
early.
just now getting a notification.
Right. I'm sure they're like, wait a minute. Show. Didn't you say you was going live at 8 o'clock? Then you can't sit with us going live at 8 o'clock. Wait, hold on a minute. What is going on with this real quick? This is I just changed that. I didn't change. Hold on, wait a minute. Gotta get this together real quick. One second. Hold on. We wait on the people anyway. We wait for everybody to come in. So let me boop. Okay, there. There we go. Have to get us right. Have to get us right. Have to get the you can't sit with us because you can't. So hi guys. So we are a little bit early. Shout out to my girl Tiff West. You can sit with us panel.
Well, I am here.
We're a little early because YouTube is about to be lit tonight. So we have
to be part of the beef too. We want to be in the mess too.
We messy. We want to be in the shit. We messy as hell. So we want to be in it. I want to be in the chat. I want some of the smoke. I want
all the smoke.
I want to get in it. It's a lot going on YouTube tonight. So if y'all don't know, well, first of all, welcome to SeanDavieWay, the You Can't Sit With Us panel. Shout out to my girl Tiff West, my boo, my love, my everything, my girl. Y'all know this is my baby. Yeah, she's just fresh off work. I'm fresh at work. We trying to tell y'all that we career girls.
Okay, career girls.
Career girls. Look at her. Look at her.
Thank you, baby.
Her ain't no thank you, baby. You're not supposed to be here.
I don't know why you come in here and get caught by your dad every single time. You just gotta sneak in and you can't say nothing. You gotta sit back and be like real quiet, like you can't say
quiet. Real quiet. But if y'all don't know, first of all, hi, I'm your girl. Hi, girl. Hi. She said you look great, girl. Yeah, don't you, y'all? I was just telling her that.
I feel like I've been ran over a couple.
Girl.
Hey, Miss Lackey.
Hey, Miss Lackey. Hi, girl. Hi, Teresa. Girl. Hi,
Teresa.
Hi, Gizzy. Hi, Sean. I was just about to go to sleep and smoke, but here I am. You don't have to come get messy. I'm sorry. I want you to get some rest. I want you to get some rest. She said, hey. She said, hey.
Be on fire tonight.
Pink. Hi. So Pink, I had to do you a solid and come to you. Right. I was just me and Tiff was just talking about that. I'm like, because Pink is a member at Armand. Armand about to go live. So Pink gonna be over there. So let Pink come on over here real quick.
Yeah, we were like, let's get on here early for Pink so she can be here on this channel and then she can hop over to our one.
Right. We're a team over here. We work together. We're a team.
We work together.
We work together. So, but yeah, so as y'all see from the title, we found out who Joe Exotic's child is. And Keyshia Cole smell like fish sticks. So yeah, we're gonna be jumping into some shit. We're gonna say, we love you too, girl. Yes, I called the police this morning at 9 o'clock.
On the dot.
Actually at 8:59, actually. But to keep talking real quick, I'm gonna jump
there it is. So anywho, yeah, Sean called the police department being messy this morning. I have no idea what he told them about Carol this time. So I absolutely have no idea at all. But all I can say is Sean is a total mess. So y'all continue to pray for our good friend. So what's up, y'all? What are y'all up to? How's COVID treating y'all? Because my butt is still at work every day, all day, on time. So still grinding out here in these streets. I can't really see what y'all are talking about because, as y'all know, our chat moves a little bit slow on our end. Listen. Okay. Let me see what you guys are talking about because there's a lag time on my end. Hey, B Scales. Yes, Pink. Armand just spilled some major tea about Ra Ali and her in the co-host. So I know that he is supposed to be interviewing Richard tonight, which is something that Sean and I want to be present for, because why? We love messy shit.
We sure do.
For that, we want to be present for that, and we want all y'all to be present too. So we looking out for y'all, coming on early so that we can all go see Armand's live tonight.
Period. Because I'm
Armand Wiggins.
Because after Armand goes live, and after what Wiley, because shout out to Wiley Shaw, I was on Wiley earlier. I showed him the goddamn was. And I'm gonna go live tomorrow, and I'm gonna talk about everything that's going on today with Armand, with Rob, with with all of that. So y'all check out my live tomorrow. Definitely live, jumped in this bullshit. And Armand
pretty live.
Oh well. So Pinky, if you need to go over there, girl, I understand. But
I didn't get a notification.
Well, girl, I already told you. We just had the conversation literally before we got on live.
You did. That's what you said.
Girl, I told you. Hi, early. Hi, girl. So,
yeah, right now.
But she said he just interviewed him. Oh, that's what's up. So I'm definitely gonna go check that out
because I definitely want to see it.
Right. But in the meantime, so I went and jumped down a motherfucking rabbit hole they call Joe Maldonado Exotic, y'all. And I found out. I told y'all I'm gonna find the shit. I'm gonna figure this shit out. All right, Carol. Yes, morning again.
Or Carol.
Once a goddamn week, girl. So, anyways, yeah, so I went over to, let me pull this up real quick, y'all, because y'all know we got to come with a good receipt. So according to the New York Post, Joe Exotic has secret ex-wife, adult son who appeared in Tiger King, y'all. So I'm like, okay, well, where the hell was I at? Because I didn't see nothing about no goddamn son. And I didn't see that. I'm like, I didn't see anything about a child. Yeah, did you, Tiff? Did you see anything about
it? I saw nothing about him having a son at all.
And did you see anything about ex-wife, anything like that? Because I didn't see that either.
Nope, didn't see any of that. They didn't talk about any of that info.
Okay, I was just making sure I wasn't blind as hell. But so this article just hit. So reality TV sensation Joe Exotic has a secret ex-wife as well as an adult son who appeared on Tiger King. His former producer has revealed. Few people realized Joe was married, and this is his producer's quote. Few people realized Joe was married to a woman years before. Producer Rick Kirkham revealed during a live stream Q&A session Saturday about the Netflix show, according to The Sun. Kirkham, who produced the Joe Exotic show for him, did not reveal if the openly gay zookeeper's former wife was Kim, the ex-girlfriend said to have fathered his son, Brandon Chappell, who is now 38 with 3 kids of his own. So, when this hit the stream, everybody like, what? Like, Joe got a son.
Everybody's like digging into it.
Right. I'm like, so he got a son, he got a child? Like, when did this happen? So also said he had children and his son came to work at the zoo the summer when I was there, the very first summer. Kirkland revealed according to the report. So his son Brandon in this documentary, and I'm surprised that the documentary didn't bring that up. He said of the reality star whose relationships with men were central to much of the show. Joe treated his son worse than he treated the other employees. He expected more out of him. He expected him to take more leadership and do harder work. The producer continued. He had his son sweeping the park instead of giving him a decent job, feeding the animals or something like that. It was almost as though he regretted having a child, that he regretted having been married. Exotic, aka Joe Maldonado Passage, was in and out of Brandon's life when he was growing up. The zookeeper's niece, Chelsea Putman, has told the Daily Mail. Joe will go around telling everyone this was his son, and he made no secret about it, she said. So the niece, Chelsea Putman, she has been the one that's been like really vocal, and she was also in the documentary as well. But she's been very vocal about the son because she has a relationship.
Documentary?
She was in the documentary too.
Where the hell was she?
She I haven't seen a clip of it too, they did show her, and they showed a picture of him and her together too. When he was like holding her.
Outside of the whole Netflix thing, I may have to go back and watch because I didn't catch her on there. But okay, yeah, go ahead.
I had saw that, and I'm just like, very interesting. So I'm just like, okay, well, y'all know I'm nosy, so y'all know I'm about to keep on going do my research, keep on going to do my research. So let's pull this real quick. And so I went around searching, and now Joe. There are no now. If you go look around, like I looked on Google, I mean, I looked everywhere, Pinterest, YouTube, everywhere, looking for like who this son is, who he would be, where he would live, just anything, and I could find nothing. It's like he's like a ghost. Exactly. Besides the one photograph, that they showed of him as a child, I'm like, he's like a ghost. Like, who is this person? So, I'm just, you tip know me. Once I start thinking my son might get obsessed. So I'm just like, okay, I gotta find this shit. I gotta figure it out. So now, let me go to this other article, which is here, right here. Because okay, y'all know me. I got here. International Business Time. Joe Exotic had a secret wife, and son, says ex-producer. So now they actually have facts, that are on here, about Joe and his wife. So now I'm not going to read this entire article because I just don't goddamn feel like it. But yeah, so I'm going to read the important part. So his son in the documentary, and I'm surprised that the documentary didn't bring that up, Kirkland said. Now, we just read this from, the one before. So Kirkland said himself that he was surprised, that they didn't bring him up in the documentary. And as a point to show you guys this is to show you that multiple people are reporting, that Joe has a son, that is older. So, I start to gander. I start to, prospect. Now, this is the photograph from the documentary that shows Joe's son. This is Brandon Chappell in this photograph in the middle, the young boy. So this is Joe Exotic's son, the little brunette boy in the middle. Now, remember him, because this is the only photograph pretty much that is surfacing around the web about Joe's son, and basically to identify him. And Chelsea Putman is the one who gave this photo. It's how this photo got out.
Pause for the cause.
Period.
No, go back to the picture real quick. Look at them bangs. You see them?
Lord have mercy.
Look at them bangs.
Joe said that mullet ain't going nowhere. Y'all got him in his
Listen, them bangs are on point. All right.
Bangs, raw. I'm like, what is going on? So y'all know me. I'm a nosy ass hoe. So I went and Googled, like, okay, Brandon Chappell. Now, of course, all type of stuff popped up, none of the good stuff, that, I considered. So one thing that I didn't notice is that this photograph kept popping up. So I'm like, who is this guy? So I'm looking, I'm like, he kind of look like John. Like, what?
You know what he does? He does look
like John. I'm like, he kind of looks like John, his husband. Now, in the documentary, they didn't say anything about the ex-wife. So we didn't know that the ex-wife existed to where Kirkland just came out, and kind of just said it. And then the niece, Chelsea, kind of piggybacked it and just like, yeah, this is true. He was married and he did have a son. So this photograph of this man kept popping up every time I popped in. Every time I typed it in, no matter how I typed it, this photograph keep popping up. So I'm like, who is this guy? All right. And so y'all know me, I'm a nosy asshole. So I went and found this. This is Brandon Chappell. Brandon Chappell, he lives in Dallas-Fort Worth area and whatnot. Yes, I'm nosy. So I went and I figured it. I went Google this motherfucker. I went LinkedIn his ass. So I'm like, okay, who is this guy? Now he lived in the Dallas-Fort Worth area and whatnot. So I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. Okay, this has no significance. So I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna keep browsing around. Now going back to this photograph, I'm like, okay, this doesn't make any sense. But next to this photograph kept popping up. Now this man is this man. This is Brandon. He's just younger in this photograph. Where I got this photograph from, because I went into Google image and went did a research on that, and what popped up was, is this it? Or is it this? Hang on a second. I know the right one. Okay, so when I went to pop it up, this popped up. So I'm like, okay, well, and it says Hillary Chappell.
Okay.
So okay, who the fuck is Hillary? All right. So this she's friends on the, now this is MySpace, girl. Yeah, I took it back, y'all. Yeah, yes. So the Google image that popped up was from MySpace. So when I clicked it, it says Brandon Chappell, but it's actually where the image actually came from was Hillary Chappell. It came from her. So I'm like, okay, well, and I'm looking at the photograph. I'm like, okay, well, these are two young girls in this photograph. So are they like, you know, his daughters or, you know, something like that, or a daughter, something like that? Because, you know, quote unquote, he's supposed to have children. Because, you know, they said Joe's son has 3, you know, children. So I'm like, well, they're kind of older, you know, to be his kids, especially if he was born in 1982. So he's supposed to be 38 years old. So they're a little bit older to be. So I click on his page, and then because he's connected to it, Brandon Chappell. The person in this photograph is Hillary. It's just what she looked like when they got together. So the photograph from Hillary's page, it just must have been just a younger photo of her, because the girl right there with the beauty mark above, that's Hillary. That's her. And when you click on to Brandon's MySpace and you click on his profile picture, it's of the both of them, and that's her, just older.
Yeah, that does look like an older version of her.
Yes. So it's an older version of her. So I'm like, oh, okay, but it's still confusing because I'm like, when you look at hers, she young. Okay, so I mean, obviously that's an older picture because his profile picture is them.
And it's MySpace. So who keeps up with MySpace?
No one. Me. I do. So, so this is where I got this image from. So I'm like, okay, the connection. This is him now. This is him then. I'm like, okay, so this is this Brandon Chappell person. Okay, whatever. They're still drawing no connection. So when I did the link in of him, he lives in Fort Worth, Texas area, blah, blah, blah. So then I'm like, okay, well, this still isn't adding up. So with the information that I have here, I went and found this.
Brandon Chappell over there. Look at that.
Girl, I'm all over the shit, girl. So I went and I found this article here, and this is way more defined, and it's also more so pinpointed towards the niece Chelsea, because it was big mouth ass. So
yeah, because she's telling it all.
She is giving all the tea.
So, check.
Right. So
paid.
So the niece of the controversial Netflix star Joe Exotic is exposing all his dark family secrets that go well beyond the revelations of a blockbuster Netflix series in an exclusive interview with the Daily Mail TV. Chelsea Putman says behind her uncle's over-the-top persona portrayed on TV lies and an evil
conniving
person who's who tries to take advantage of anyone who crosses his path. In the Tiger King Netflix series, you can see glimpses of his evil persona, but its real life Joe is 100 times worse. I want people to know who the real Joe Exotic is, not who you've seen on TV, Putman said. So she ain't having this shit. She clearly does not like Joe. And the photos that are shown here, this is Joe right here. If you're glad.
Joe.
The photos you see here are all from Chelsea. These are photos that she has given. So I paid attention to this photo right here, and when I was reading the article, I paid attention to that photograph, and this photograph is when Joe became sheriff in Eastville, Texas.
Come on, sheriff.
Was either 1980 or 1981. Joe's son was born in 1982. So in this photograph, this is when Joe became a dad, pretty much. So like in this photograph right here, it's like around the time he became a father. So I further did more research. So I'm like, oh, okay. So this
ring on his finger. I mean, that looks like
that is a ring.
I can see some type of ring on his ring finger.
Yeah, that's his wedding ring.
Yeah.
So he was married, and that's when he was married to a woman. Now, in the Netflix series, John and Travis were the only men that they said that Joe was married to. So I'm like, oh, okay. So, but if you pay attention to this article, which was not mentioned that's why I said this is a rabbit hole. I'm trying to find fucking Brandon Chappell, and I find all this along the way. Now, this is Chelsea, the niece. She's 31 years old, and she also helped the FBI catch Joe. She was one of the snitches. Yeah, right here saying the 31-year-old mother of 3 is also revealing for the first time how she helped the FBI catch her uncle, fucking snitch, Tekashi 6ix9ine, when he was on the run in Florida, and lifts the lid on the claims that he froze dead tiger cubs in order to sell them to taxidermists and had videos of people performing sex acts on animals at the zoo. So, gross. They didn't have that in the documentary either. So, in the documentary, this is where they showed her. So, Tiff, when you were saying earlier, like, I don't remember her. This is the part of the documentary.
Yeah, she was a baby.
Yes. So, I kept, going. So I'm looking at this photograph and I'm like, oh, is this the son? No, it's not. It's just pictures of courtesy, like I said, it's courtesy of Chelsea Putman. Just pictures of Joe, when he was younger, Joe Exotic. So I'm scrolling, I'm reading, I'm scrolling, and I'm reading, and I'm scrolling, and I'm reading. Pictures of Joe, throwbacks to Joe, and then because y'all, Lord, and then the rabbit hole started to open the further down I got. Joe. Let me see. Where's that now? Shit, hurry up. Where is it?
Said you went
right here. So now in the Netflix documentary series, it said that that John and Travis were Joe's only husbands, right? That's a lie. This is Joe's first husband, all right? Joe used to have piercing parties at the zoo where employees would come and drink and get piercings. Joe often bragged about having his own. Huh?
They would go get piercings at that nasty, roach-infested, dirty ass zoo. I am not getting a piercing. No.
Yeah. Yes. So Joe often bragged about having his own Prince Albert piercing the size of a padlock. Gross. And a Prince Albert is a penis piercing.
Right.
Gross. Pictured Joe and his first husband, Brian Rhine, in Mexico in 1998. So in 1998, he was married to this male here, and his name was Brian Rhine. Now, Rhine was Joe's first husband and died in 2001 from complications associated with AIDS. Pictured is Joe with Brian and his nephew Cody in an updated photograph. Now, this is the photograph everyone's saying that that's not Joe's nephew. That is actually Joe's son. That is what everyone's, saying. So this is why this article is getting so much, flag. And besides the fact that this is the first time this has really been unveiled, because I had no idea that he was married. I didn't know about the ex-wife, let alone about the first husband, which was Brian, who passed away due to complications due to AIDS. And then he got married to these two after. Travis and John, whom we thought were his first husbands, and that's not true. He was married before. But my question is Joe, do you have AIDS? I feel that's a pretty valid question. And another reason why I feel like it's valid is because, John, should you be going to get tested? God rest your soul, Travis. But John, should you go get tested? Because technically it takes you could get it within a 10-year span with that person. So if you're with somebody and have unprotected sex, the virus can take up to 10 years to actually show. So you go get tested right after, or a year later, or 2 years later, and have nothing. And then by that third year, the cells start to, it starts to kick in, and to where it actually starts to show, because everybody's body is different. And then boom, all of a sudden you have it, and now you spread it because you thought you were good, but you actually weren't. So those rapid tests and stuff, people say that shit is a lie. Like, because the strand can literally stay in your body for up to 10 years before it actually starts to affect you. So
I'm believing that they even had sex. Like, we talked about it on the last, show where we were actually, no, it was just you, I think, whatever. But anywho, the last time we talked about this, I honestly don't think that Joe has sex with Travis and John. I think they were just there. I think
no, they definitely had sex.
I just had a tough time believing that they had sex. I don't know.
I mean, you would probably have a tough time believing, especially with Travis, because Travis is attractive. So I feel like with people, but no, he was definitely having sex with the both of them, for sure. And there were a lot of rumors going around of all type of animal brutality, like going on there. So people paying to perform acts on the tigers, and so yeah, and Jonah was doing it for free. They were definitely for sure. For sure. Like, yeah, for sure. They were not just there to be looked at. I mean, he had employees that were attractive. He could have just looked at them. You know, if he putting wedding rings on it, y'all bedside, I'm taking care of everything that comes to you. You're not just chilling. Like, you're definitely smashing when I want to smash. It's no different than a beautiful girl with somebody like us, an extremely old man. Like, you look at the girl like, ugh, I know you ain't. Yeah, that old man is climbing on top of her. Yes, he is. So, I mean, it's no different. Like, yeah. And especially with the drugs and everything. It's just like, I mean, their minds are gone, you know? So, I mean, when you're on those type of drugs, a touch is a touch. It doesn't matter who it comes from, because that's the last thing your psyche is actually paying attention to. You know, so it's you could just care less. That's why they're able to have like orgies and stuff like that. When they do bring certain drugs into the room, it just makes it easier, because they go, and like with the masquerade parties where they're masked and then everybody just it makes it easier, just because you're a touch is a touch, you know, at that point in time. A feel is a feel, a lick is a lick, a kiss is a kiss. You know, you're not paying attention to that type of stuff. And that's why Travis will always wild out when he was sober, because he would start to realize like what was going on around him, and he didn't like it. You know, I feel like it was kind of coerced. It's kind of like willing rape, if you will. Yeah. Kind of like, I'm doing this because it's gonna get what I like Stoney, and set it off. When that man was when she was over there hitting that old dude to pay her brother college tuition.
Nate
to college. You know, it was basically like work, but it was willingly. You know, I don't want any part of this, but I got to do this to get to where I'm trying to get to. You know, so it's just, but yeah, for sure, they were definitely, you know, banging it out. So so with these other articles coming up, I've been seeing a lot. No, so going back to, let's see, this man. So I'm like, okay, who is this guy? So kept on researching. So I went and found him on Facebook. All right.
Of course.
Now, he is not, now the article that I read, and especially with the niece stated that Joe's son is 38 years old, that he has 3 children, and that he was married. So that means that he's no longer married, you know, in her eyes. So when I looked at this man, he's not married. He's 38 years old. He has 3 children. And to even back that up, not to, because, you know, I really, you know, frown upon showing people children, but, you know, sometimes you just have to show recipients. And going back to his,
again, you have to show what, Sean?
Recipients.
Recipients.
Recipients. Yeah, new word of the day, recipients. And this is going back to his, you know, he definitely has children, and he has 3 of them. Now, this picture is old. It's from like 2000. Where was the time stuff on that? Where did it go? Oh, I don't know. But anyways, this is him in the water with his 3 children. Okay. So this male definitely has 3 children. He was married to Hillary. And the article with his niece, she also states that when Joe was in and out of his son's life, and they did have a relationship. So did Rich Kirkland. Rich Kirkland said the same thing, you know, basically, you know, like he was there sometimes, but he wasn't there often. You know, so when he was there, he had all the crappy jobs, you know, and stuff like that. You know, so with the niece, she also said that he came to visit him with his children. So he saw Joe as an adult, this Brandon Chappell, the son. Mm-hmm. He saw Joe as an adult, and he came and visited with his family, his wife and his children, and they were there for a while. Now, when they were there, they ended up getting into this big blowout, the niece said, because Joe wanted Brandon's wife to do some cooking the books, basically, like embezzle, basically just a whole bunch of illegal shit. And Brandon wasn't having that. Brandon like, no, you're not about to implement my wife in this shit. We're getting out of here. So that's exactly what he did. So this man was married. He's no longer married. He's
raising my hand, Sean.
Girl, he's dating. He went to college in Texas. He lives in Texas. That is exactly where Joe's son was born, in Texas. So another key, every time you Google Brandon Chappell, this is the main figure that pops up. And even when you associate it with Joe Exotic, that photograph still pops up. So there's some connection, you know, to it. And it's not a connection just because this information is out. Even if you typed it in prior to that story dropping, this photograph is still popping up. So I clicked on Brandon. I'm not logged in right now, so I can't click on him, but I clicked on him. He has family members listed. He has his grandmother listed on his mother's side and his father's side. He has his sister listed, which is on his father's side. He does not have a sister on his mother's side, just on his father's. And he has a father listed, but when you click on the father that's not his dad. One, they don't have the same last name. Joe's Chappell is his mother's last name. It's not the father, because that person's last name is Kraft. So, and yeah, it's clearly not his father. But I clicked on the grandmother of his mom. Now, Brandon does not have his mother listed on any of his social media. I clicked on his grandmother, which her name is Mary Chappell, and that's his grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
The only family member she has listed on her social media is Brandon. Mm. Why would you not have your own daughter listed?
Because she was trifling.
Brandon does not have his mother listed. So I clicked on Brandon's sister and tried to find like a link, to find the mother Kim, because Brandon's mother, allegedly her name is supposed to be Kim, the ex-girlfriend, which became the wife. And there is nothing. I typed in Kimberly Maldonado because that's Joe's last name. When I was Passage, Maldonado Passage. But before it was just Maldonado. So around when he got married to her, you can't find it. There's nothing you can find. But when you do type that in, even when I typed it into the even when I typed it in, because y'all know me, I went white pages in the Texas area. Even when I typed it in here. And I with everybody in Texas, a whole bunch
to the white page.
Yes. I told you I'm gonna solve this shit. I'm gonna figure it out. This is my duty.
I have a question. Mm-hmm. He went to visit his dad with his children. Where did they stay? Where did they sleep? I hope in a hotel. Because the images that we saw to where the employees were living in them nasty ass trailers, even Joe's house was dirty as hell to me. So where the hell did they stay? I hope they stayed in a hotel, and I hope they didn't like stay there like at Joe's house or anywhere on the premises, because that shit was nasty.
Well, they definitely stayed on the premises.
Oh.
They did. They were staying there. I mean, I don't know if they lived on the zoo, but I know that they were staying there because the wife was like helping out, in the office and stuff like that. And so when I went and researched the wife, because they said the wife left because of, her being persuaded into or trying to. Well, I should pull up a picture of her when she was younger, because of them trying to persuade her, Joe and other parties trying to persuade her to do illegal activities. Right. When she ended up, where is he? Oh no, that's Blake. That's the brother. Or no, not the brother, like the cousin or some shit. But she actually works for, where's this? Oh, there it goes. The wife, Hillary, they're not married anymore, but she actually works in finance.
Oh, so that's trying to get her.
So is this him? The mother isn't listed. His grandmother is the only, his grandmother and his children. I'm not going to say his children's name. His grandmother, his children, and no, not his children. His grandmother, his sister. His grandmother's on both sides, mother and father, and his sister, which I believe is his half sister, because you can tell she has a whole lot different last name, and she's like younger, so she's not married or anything. So she has a different last name. So I'm assuming that that's on his mother's side, with the sister, and then with the father that he has listed, that's not his dad. Like, it's clearly not his father, like you can tell. And then when you click on his grandmother, Mary Chappell, which would be his mother's mother, she does not, the only family member she has listed on the social media is Brandon Chappell. That's it. She doesn't have anybody else. Why would you not list your own daughter?
Because she was trifling.
That's what I'm saying. She had to have abandoned him or something in that nature, because he has no photos of her. Like there's nothing about his mom on there. Like nowhere you look, you're nowhere where you look for him, you will not see his mother. So is that on purpose so that they could like relieve that link from Joe? Whether all of the activities that he's been, because I mean, think about like Joe's rap. He's in prison, all of that and whatnot. I mean, this person has a very good job, Brandon Chappell. He has a very good job. He works for the city and whatnot. And then where he works for the city is close to where Joe was sheriff.
Eastonville, whatever.
Eastvale.
There it is.
So, And then where he went to college, in fact, this person has been in Texas his entire life. That is where he was born. Now, he does have addresses that are listed outside of Texas, which one of them I believe was Oklahoma. I believe it's Oklahoma, but and Joe's farm is in Oklahoma. I mean, his zoo is in Oklahoma. And he does have an address listed in Oklahoma. So I'm like, there's too many things. And now I'm like, if his mother's listed, I can exonerate it. If his father's listed, I can exonerate it. I can be like, okay, this clearly isn't him. This isn't him. And then when I click on the mother, the grandmother, she doesn't even have the mom listed. So it's like they're doing everything in their power to stay away from the mother. Like they want nothing to do with her, clearly. You can tell by his social media that he like loves his grandmother. Like his grandmother's like raised him, basically. You know, and she's also the only person that she has listed as well. He's 38 years old, from Texas, born in the Dallas area. Eastvale is 20 miles from Dallas.
Right.
Eastvale does not, at that time, y'all know doing research, they didn't have hospitals. So he would have had to have been born in the Dallas area, where he still lives to this fucking day. So I'm like, it's just everything is pointing that you're his son. you gotta be, because this is just too coincidental. Well, all of this stuff that's going on, you're 38 years old, you have 3 children, you were married, you're no longer married, you have an Oklahoma address where Joe's zoo is. You live where his son was born, in that area. You live there. Joe isn't from Texas. His son is. I'm like, okay, this just doesn't make sense. So I don't know if the mom is just like an addict or something, or she just went off willy-nilly, or I don't know. But she's clearly not in the picture. But from everything that I gathered, this is Joe's son. Like, I'm like 98% sure.
Well, we'll have confirmation once, people start, because this whole ex-wife thing and the whole son thing is now, the topic of discussion after, the docuseries premiered. I'm pretty sure somebody is going to be reaching out to his son, for interviews and all that stuff. So we'll have our confirmation pretty soon here, because right. I mean he'll do an interview with somebody.
Yeah,
he just
probably got Dylan, the clout chaser, the last husband. While you out here partying and while you out here raging and all of that, did you get tested? I'm gonna need you to get tested. Did you know about Brian Dylan? Did you know about Brian? We didn't know about Brian. Did you know about Brian? Did you know how he passed away? Did you know that? Did you know that? Probably not. Oh, well, you know now. So, I'm gonna need you to get tested for the next 10 years.
Oh, baby.
Just saying, while you clout chasing, while you're so happy to be with the person that lost a husband due to complications of AIDS.
And didn't you say poor Joe got COVID too?
I wonder why. It attacks the what?
Immune system.
And if you got AIDS, you don't have a what?
Immune system.
So you're going to be prone to viruses such as?
COVID-19.
I'm just saying. Girl. I'm just saying. Let me find out, bro.
Honestly, to hear that he used to have a wife and that he has a son, I'm really not surprised. Am I surprised that it didn't come up in the documentary? Well, yeah, because we're thinking that we're hearing about everything in the documentary. But I guess my question is why they didn't bring up his son. Like we were talking about on the phone yesterday, it's like they brought, all of Carol's little dirty laundry, out of the closet. So I just wonder why his son, was never part of the documentary, even though they said he was in one of the clips. Well, which clip, what was he doing? And, kind of like, where was he and what capacity was he shown on the documentary is what I'm interested in. So I'm gonna have to go back and watch just to see where this young man popped up.
We all want to know, because I'm still confused. Why you didn't talk about this boy? And Joe, why you didn't talk about Brian? Why? How you hop on Brian?
Because he passed away, and because he passed away.
You talked about Travis. Travis passed away.
Yeah, I mean, brutally.
Yeah,
very, very brutally.
Yeah. He made a whole mountain with a 4-wheeler on it and all of that for Travis. Where was Brian's mountain?
Oh,
where's Brian's mountain?
God rest Travis' soul.
Where's Brian's mountain? His 4-wheeler.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure that they didn't mention, the first husband because of, the way.
They talk about all Wanda. She
would have taken on a whole new form, and that probably would have taken the documentary in a direction that they weren't trying to go. And when you're doing a documentary, you kind of want to steer it the way you want to go.
Girl, it's the sentence. They don't know, but they can't talk about what you leave out. I don't even feel like Netflix knew.
But if the producer knew, if old boy knew,
he knew about the son. He didn't even bring that up in the documentary.
He didn't give a rat's ass about Joe. He, in my opinion, had that whole mentality of, what do you want to know? I got the tea. Let me tell you.
Who?
The producer.
So then why is he doing a Q&A talking about something that he could have talked about on the documentary? I'm surprised that they didn't bring it up in the documentary. You mean the documentary you was in for 7 hours? I'm surprised you didn't bring it up. You the producer? Like, why didn't you bring it up? Idiot. Like, that makes no sense. Why didn't you? Like, you're surprised they didn't bring it up. Why didn't you?
Well, yeah. I mean, because he apparently has all the tea even afterwards. Why wasn't it brought up?
Yeah, I'm just super confused by that. I'm just like, why didn't you? Like, I mean, you could have brought it up too. Yes, I mean, you could have brought it up too. I mean, hey, Sharon's back. Hey, y'all stood up.
Everybody sit up.
Everybody stood up. Cough. Please, Sharon in the bed. Hey, Sharon, girl.
Straight on my shoulder.
Pink unicorn me. I cannot. She said in my Sean's voice, I cannot. But yeah, I don't understand why they didn't bring that up. So yeah, this is literally, yes, I'm giving all my information to the police. But this, from what I gather, is his son. The facts that we have, he was born in Texas. He still lives in the same place or around the same area where he was born. He has had an address in Oklahoma where Joe's zoo is. He is was married to Hillary Chappell. Hillary Chappell works in finances. They have 3 children together. Okay. Now the facts that we have about Joe's son are that he has a son. His name is Brandon Chappell. Same name as this young man, same spelling, everything. Mm-hmm. He was married, and the facts that, he has some named Brandon Chappell. He was married, and he's no longer married. He lived not necessarily lived. He was at Joe's zoo. The reason why they don't speak anymore is because they fell out because of a situation where,
So that nasty ass zoo.
Right. They fell out due to a situation about Joe and some of his workers trying to get Brandon's wife to do fraudulent activities with books and whatnot with Joe's zoo, and she refused. So when and Joe's son was not having that. He's like, yeah, no, you're not going to implement my wife and none of this shit. We're leaving. So they left and they never returned, and they haven't had a relationship ever since. So this man here, his wife, her name is Hillary, and she works in finance. 3 children. He was born, and the girl, like, from what I gather, this is Brandon Chappell, Joe's son.
Brandon Chappell, if you're out there listening, we would love to interview you here on the SeanDavieWay show. We would love
already DM'd him.
Your opinion about everything that happened at your dad's zoo, and with everything about the conspiracy of your dad trying to kill Carol and all that great stuff. So we would love to get your opinion on how you feel about everything, and tell us what you went through. Tell us what you're going through now that the documentary is out and it's like #1 all over the country, on Netflix. So yeah, would love to hear from you.
Well, I DM'd him.
Oh God.
And, girl, I'm messy. Why would I not DM him? He gotta help me, whether he wants to or not. Yes.
Let me tell you what I was not expecting to hear. So I DM'd him.
Hang on. This is Pink Unicorn's daughter. Oh my God. Hi.
Pink Unicorn.
Yeah.
Hi.
Oh my God. We love your mom. So you are automatically like an honorary at the club, girl. We love you already. Like, oh, hi. Pink said, OMG, why is my daughter in here? Get her because Pink, I told you.
You are mine.
No, Pink, she get to stay. She get to stay. Because you didn't kick out my daughter, Pink. Nope, I told you kick out and you want to have a heart when it comes to my baby. But when it comes to you, baby, I'm supposed to just be mean. No, you get to stay, girl. But yeah. Where exactly, y'all? Where is his mountain at? Where is Brian Mountain at? His AIDS mountain.
So you DM'd Mr. Brandon. Mm-hmm. Have we heard back from him yet?
Well, he left me on scene, and it's okay because he don't know that I'm a thoroughbred stalker. So he
sent it.
He has until 9 o'clock tonight to respond before I start talking shit.
He left you on break. He is like, I don't know who this black man is.
Damn sure didn't say I don't
about my daddy.
I sure put all the information in there. Hi, my name is SeanDavieWay, and I feel like you was Joe Exotic son. Tell me I'm wrong.
That's how you DM'd him.
Exactly. Word for word. Okay. The people feel like you Joe Exotic son is the truth. I feel like I'm on to something. I do. I feel like I'm on to something. And I'm gonna be nice for about another hour, about 57 minutes. I'm giving him a chance to come get on the show and tell us his story.
Sean, do not talk shit to this poor man. Girl. He may not want to be bothered right now.
So did they question the son about this murder? What murder?
You talking about Carol's husband's murder? I don't see why they would question, Brandon about that.
Please come on so we can keep girl.
Yes, that would be a key.
I guess I missed it.
Listen, let me get my questions together, honey.
Yeah, I'll give you the first 15 minutes, girl, because I'm going ape shit. I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna let you talk.
Hey, we didn't do anything. Why are you going ape shit on him?
Because he don't leave me on scene. I don't like that.
Oh God.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Send him the link to this video. See what happens.
Another Planned Carol murder. No, hey Mira, hey girl. No, I don't feel like they question him about that because Joe is a deadbeat dad.
Mm-hmm. So he probably had that close of a relationship with him.
He wasn't around. Hey, cat girl. I'm gonna hire you, girl. I'll be on a girl. If you, girl,
listen, I can find just about anything.
I don't need to get mad at me because I found his child. Like that ain't got nothing to do with me. He should have came forth and told the truth. First of all, why you didn't tell us the truth about Brian? Where is his mountain? Where is it? You sat outside for 37 days crying over Travis. You missed that big white meat. You missed it. Okay, well, did he have big white meat? Do you miss that? Did you miss him? Where's his mountain?
I don't want to hear about anybody's big white meat.
Where's his mountain? Where's the Joe? And Dylan.
Bangs.
Have you gotten tested lately?
Bangs.
Have you got tested lately? Ooh, yeah. Have you gotten tested, bro?
You
have you gotten tested, Chaser? Have you gotten tested? Because Joe's ex-husband definitely had the package. The package. The package. Did you get tested? Package. And then John, I'm gonna need you to go get tested too, bro. Package.
His new teeth. Did you not upload a picture of John and his new teeth? He looks like a whole different person.
He looked like he wasn't gay. For pay. And that's what he looked like. Mm-hmm. He looked like he was
John, because I feel like he was living the life, like he's living the good life after, you know, all he went through.
Girl, he better not have went over there and gave that woman that package. That receptionist. While she's still a niggas. She done came through for the hair. She like, yeah, Joe, your man had a one but I got you can't sleep at night. You better dry your eyes.
Oh my gosh.
Singing in front of that goddamn mountain. Where is Brian's mountain? Sure, let me find out you just have horrible local man. Every man come around, you die. Dylan, y'all better run. You better run.
Didn't die.
Who?
John didn't die.
He might if he got that packet. And you know, ain't nobody, don't none of them got no antibiotics in them coming off that goddamn zoo.
No, that zoo was disgusting.
Girl,
they were.
He done basically came in contact with. They done passed away. Why?
I know they wasn't bathing. Oh, I know they weren't.
Oh, that's the only reason he's still alive, because that receptionist stole him.
Well, yeah.
That's the only reason he's still here.
I
better watch out.
Believe that they had. That's just what I believed. I don't believe they had intercourse. I think it was more like kissing, oral, and all that stuff. But I don't know. I just don't.
First of all, Joe is the top.
Actual sex.
Joe is the top. So I feel like John was the bottom, and I feel like
Joe was the bottom.
No, Joe has a Prince Albert. Joe don't have a Prince Albert for nothing.
Travis were tops.
Girl, tops get Prince Albert piercings. Bottoms do not do that. Bottoms, they worry about the splinter.
And this is where the conversation has gone. This is where the conversation has gone.
Bottoms worry about the split side. They don't really worry about the peen. You know, they just worried about it going in them. So they're not worried about no decorations or nothing like that. All right. So with Joe having a Prince Albert of the size of a padlock. Yeah.
What the hell is that?
Ouch. The size of a padlock.
It's gross.
I definitely think he was using it. Like he didn't have it just for nothing. Like he was putting that padlock. Girl was putting that padlock in Travis, and he was putting that padlock in John. Yes, he was. That's why all them teeth was missing to John's. Now it wasn't just drugs. He was getting them teeth knocked out with that Prince Albert. That Prince Albert knocked out some of them goddamn teeth. I don't give a damn what nobody say.
Thank you for the image.
I'm telling you. You sit there oral. Okay, you get skull fucked by Prince Albert the size of a padlock.
No, let me tell you what I'm not gonna do.
You're gonna be missing some teeth too.
Let me tell you what I'm not finna Google is that. I am not Googling that at all.
I'm telling you, Joe is the top. All right. Joe is the top, oral top. He is an oral top. All right. All right. He like he likes to do that, and then he likes to do that.
I believe he's an oral top, but I believe he's a bottom. I believe he was taking it, not giving it.
Girl, he was a bottom picked, like the last chose. Joe was getting on top of them boys, them poor boys, over that padlocking their ass, padlocking them. I was like, where's that padlock going? And who? Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. It ain't drugs in this room for that.
Let's just move on.
I'm just saying. He was padlock ill. Like, who brags about that? First of all, girl. Like, ew. Come on home and get some of this padlock. Some of this padlock.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
But yeah, so John, need to come over here and get your son. He missed you. He missed you.
How is he gonna come get his son? He's in jail. Stuck with COVID, trying to get out.
Well, President Trump did say that he'd take a look into pardoning him.
President Trump is not going to take a look at pardoning that man.
Everything but cure corona. He can't get his mind off of that. Sure, who's he? I'll look into it.
He was just saying that just to say it. He's not going to be looking into nothing.
Anything but get rid of corona. Shit.
Which is what he need to be worried about.
Girl, I cannot. So we were supposed to talk about Keyshia Cole smelling like fish, but I mean, you still talk about that whole.
All I can say is this: is that oh boy's apology, OT Genesis, OT Genesis, whatever you want to call him, that half-ass apology talking about if I offended you, sir, you just told 1 million people that my private parts probably smells like fish sticks. I ain't said shit to you. And here you are telling everybody that my stuff smelled like fish sticks. But if you offended me, you apologize. Tried it. No, absolutely not. He was out of line.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull that up real quick.
Oh my gosh, she changed her name to Little Pink Unicorn. Oh, my heart. That is just too cute.
That is totes adorbs. Where's that?
You have to change your icon pic to like a baby unicorn.
Hey, kitty. Oh my God, I love her. I'm already in love. Like, she's not going anywhere. Pink unicorn. I'm sorry. She's saying, y'all have a girl. You know, we still girl. We ain't got no sense. The padlock. Like, we can't look. We ain't doing this. This is your pants. They ain't put padlocks in their drawers. Like, we ain't got time for all that. A padlock ain't going nowhere with a black person but on a locker.
Oh my God.
But on a goddamn locker.
The sun.
Walk around with earrings and y'all ear this big, walking past us like that. I'm like, really? Why?
I don't get it.
Why?
I do not get it.
Like, why? Why?
Maybe that's why he walked like he was always walking around with no underwear. Because remember, Joe was bragging about, you know, he doesn't wear underwear, that he just free balls in his jeans.
I saw that. I was like, that's them streaks on the back of them jeans. That's what that is. That's you with your nasty earth.
Listen, every shot they had of like the employees' trailers, the kitchens, the bathrooms, they even went into Joe's. Like, my OCD was like, how are they clean? Like, your environment is not clean. How are you clean? Like, I cannot.
Girl, they couldn't have got me to sit down, let alone lay down.
How?
Do you see when I open up and draw them maggots and roaches and all of that stuff? I'm like,
how?
Let me find out.
I don't understand.
Them drugs are something. I'm telling you, something fierce.
And they must have had them living in some kind of Disney painted world, because what I saw, I'm like, how are they living there?
Girl, how do you think Chelsea's arm got bit off?
That's a really good question.
Lines, smoke 2 8 balls of crack, and then fill up a light bulb of meth.
Which is probably why she wasn't feeling any pain.
Exactly. And then you go outside, you're gonna think the tiger is literally a cub too. You gonna go out there with full-grown lions thinking they're cubs. And then y'all giving them Walmart food on top of that. They're hungry.
Walmart food on top of that.
Right. She came in there and was a hashtag snack.
That arm was
like a snack. She was literally a snack.
And then that tiger put down afterwards, or what did they do to that tiger? I wonder.
Oh no, the tiger stayed. And then she was like, Because she had a connection with it.
Obviously not, sis. Obviously not.
I'm like, this is gross. And then I'm like, and then I forgot who I was sitting there watching when it was like, well, why would she go to work like a week later? Withdrawals.
She went back for the drugs.
You was sitting in the bed.
And even outside of her trailer, I'm like, girl, that's where you live. Like that is where you live. And I understand, like, you know, these are people that were kind of like down and out, and you know, Joe gave them a job, Joe gave them a place to stay. They were still paying him rent to a certain extent, weren't they?
No, they was living there.
They weren't living there for free.
No, they were sleeping on top of each other.
Because I think what he did is he took, like, you know, room and board, or, you know, whatever you want to call it, like out of what he was
trailer and board.
Because they were making like next to nothing to be out there. I hope that
addicts.
Well,
so that's the thing. Like, he found addicts. Like, found him like Travis. He found Travis at a bus station.
Poor Travis.
Yeah, he found him at a bus station, and he found him at the bus station to where they knew where Hypes like bought drugs. So everybody that worked for him was an addict, like literally. What do addicts want? Drugs. So, and then the majority of the time when they was getting there, like she just said, shout out to.
And Sean is frozen. Well, it's the Tiffany show now. No. Sean, hello. Go out and come back in, I guess, because you are straight frozen. Can anybody else see Sean? Am I the only one? Can y'all still see me?
Hi. Are we back?
There you are.
I don't know what just happened. Let me find out.
Brandon. Brandon is flagging your video.
You got till 9 o'clock. 9.
Yep.
Sure.
8:16 our time.
You got till 9 goddamn clock. I'm calling the police.
Pink Unicorn said it's Carol.
And he was. I'm gonna tell him after he left Oklahoma, he went and lived with Carol. Let's get rid of that goddamn man. You're the piece that. You know, y'all know I doctor his ass in there in some way, shape, or form. Y'all know me, my messy ass. At 9 o'clock, it goes down. But no, I did message him, and he did leave me on scene. But he didn't say like, you know, I don't know what you're talking about, or you got the wrong person, or you know, anything like that. And on my picture, I'm a badass hoe. Like, I'm a badass bitch. Like, who would want to sit with me? So I'm just like, yeah, I know who you are. I know your lingo. You're
had like 1,000 people reaching out to him, you know.
Oh, there's supposed to be a whole bunch of people reaching out to him.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. He's probably holding out for, you know, the best deal that's going to benefit him.
Girl, what if he hit me back up and he's like, I am?
I don't know. What you going to do? What's your next move?
What you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean? So if he messages you back and says, yes, I am, what is your next move? Because then the ball is in your court. So now what? So yeah, I am him, and
then I'm gonna get Joe out of jail.
How you gonna get Joe out of jail?
I don't know.
Oh God.
I haven't got that far yet. I just thought about it.
Okay.
Now I want to get him out of jail. I don't want to get him out of jail before. Now I want to get him out of prison.
You're gonna use Brandon to get Joe out of jail? You're gonna convince Brandon to go get his daddy out of jail.
If he admits that he hasn't been tested since 2001.
You talking about Brandon? Why does Brandon have to be tested?
Joe.
Oh Lord.
If he admits that he has not been tested since 2001, since this man passed away, because that's when he passed away in 2001, your first husband, y'all sitting here playing with people cheering.
Look, B Scale said I got 5 on it, Sean.
I got 5.
Oh my God.
And who said Keyshia Cole smell like fish? OTC. Now we gotta try. Hold on real quick. I'm trying to pull this up.
Excuse me. OT Genesis. Because it's not Genesis, it's Genesis. That's how it's spelled.
I had to pull up already. It's making me, because I hate when it like try to force me to log in. It's like, no, I just want I just want the story. You just off on a pair earlier. Let's see if this will play. Hold on, okay.
I don't know if I haven't heard anything about Keyshia Cole selling fish plates, Sarah.
Girl, you lying.
That's news to me. Like I ain't never heard anything about her selling fish plates. This one got that bad, sis?
This is new. This just happened today, I think.
Why you saying why whoever is Fenty mommy? Why you saying why you playing with grown women?
You talking about Keyshia Cole?
My kids and all kind. You talking about don't play with grown women? You vouch for that bitch?
Okay, first of all, sir, replace that smoke detector battery.
He said, why you playing with grown? Playing with my kids. You go talk about something. You vouching for the bitch.
Why she gotta be a bitch?
Yes, she did. What are you talking about? I'm about to argue with y'all. I ain't about to argue with y'all.
Because you know you're wrong with your bald head ass. Okay, this needs to go. What's going on? Oh. Okay.
Must be all of it.
This is him responding to Neffy, her sister. He said, "Look like I struck a nerve, huh, little Otis? You would." Oh no! Is this to her talking to him? Yeah, this is her talking to him.
No, that's her talking to him.
Yeah, this is her talking to him.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like I struck a nerve, huh, little Otis? You wish you had a mother. That's why you asked Kris Jenner to adopt you. You won't back me into a corner. I see the real you, sweet cheeks. A real woman finally standing up to you, and you have no control over this one. Your attempts are failing miserably now that the world can see what a coward you are to bring up someone's mother. Let's not talk about your damaged sperm. Your true colors are showing. You a shadow of a man. Your short man syndrome is taking control. You should stop. This isn't very masculine of you, little Otis. This y'all Crip King.
Is this your king?
This y'all king. Matter of fact, woman to women, well, woman, you should hit me up and tell me how you feel to my face, leaks. Hashtag messy bottom. Ooh.
It's a lie.
Ooh, why you gotta be a bottom?
But you know, Nick was gonna step in and defend her sister.
Oh, did y'all see this stupid shit? Now y'all know I like Paris Jackson and everything. I think she is beautiful.
I'm sorry, what? Paris Jackson is playing Jesus in the upcoming film called Habit. What? How is she playing Jesus? You know what? Get out of here. Nope. I rebuke the devil. That's blasphemy.
Except she playing Jesus, girl.
Nope, that's blasphemy. Get that off the screen. I'm not going to hell for her today.
This biracial hoe.
Oh God.
And then another thing I like to say is, y'all say that I try to be black because and maybe a reason of me trying to be black because I grew up in the hood. Tarzan, right? The story is Tarzan.
This bitch. Oof.
The story of Tarzan. What does Tarzan have to do with anything? Was Tarzan trying to be black?
Maybe she meant Donald Thornberry.
What the hell is she talking about?
I cannot. I think she's trying to appropriate the fact that Tarzan was born, and I don't know, because he was born in the jungle. What does that have to do?
What does that have to do with anything?
Some people should just shut up. Some people should just shut up. Where is the thing from OT and
his live where he was talking about Keyshia Cole?
No, I ain't logging in to continue.
Log in so we can get your password.
I bet you're right. So y'all can delete my shit too. Let me find out. Okay, Tim. Okay, girl.
Oh.
You gonna set me off on the tangent. You gonna set me off on the tangent.
Oh shit, that was a good one, Sean. He said so y'all can delete my shit too.
She said I tip on that girl selling fish plates.
Okay, so no, I'm totally ignorant to it. Was she really selling fish plates?
She said her boom boom smell like fish, so she's selling fish plates.
Oh my god.
Y'all don't say we tripping. Y'all don't say it's just as best as us. Gemini, hi.
Hey, Gemini was over there. How was Armand's live, Gemini?
Right, traitor. No, I'm just kidding. We love Armand. I'm trying to my nosy ass. I'm trying to get over there.
Listen, because as soon as we get off of here, I'm finna go listen.
Me too, girl.
Texting us.
Actually, bye. Bye.
Rude. You is rude.
Ooh, Gemini said.
The tea was cold. What? Listen, Gemini, can we drop the StreamYard and you don't have to show your face? Just come on and tell us, what happened.
Yeah,
what happened, girl?
Anybody would like to come on and give their opinion on what happened on Mr. Wiggins' show? The stream is in the chat. You do not have to show your face. You were there because we weren't there, so we don't know what happened.
Yeah, we're going to watch it after we get off of here, so we can, play. Hey, girl. Hey. She said, "Okay, let me get away from my kid."
Yeah. Ooh, let me find out.
What? Dang, and me and Sean were like hype. We were like, yeah, we're gonna go early.
Right over there. Then we'll go early.
Because y'all know, like when we be like in people's chats and other people's stuff, like we be on the phone with each other the whole time.
The whole time.
We're seriously watching together. Being messy together.
Unicorn said it was good as.
It was? Okay, so we got two different
Gemini
Cole. Pink is saying it was high.
We got Gemini. Hey, girl.
Hi.
How do you? What's going on, girl? How are you, beautiful?
Happy.
I'm good. Okay, so let me tell you. So the guy Richard came on, and he was just like he was talking a little bit about Rob, but not in a way where you like can tell. I'm sorry, my baby. Not in a way that you can tell that him and Rob are gonna be friends again.
Mm.
So that's kind of what I was thinking too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like he's just upset at her right now.
So he's upset with her about the email, right?
No, I think he said he's upset with her for calling him the F word, like the gay slur.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was it. He was just like, yeah, he doesn't accept that, even though he said that they play around with that word. So I was kind of confused. But yeah, it was just. I mean, he wasn't really talking nothing interesting about Ra. Like he said, she was talentless, which we already knew. So it was just that was it. I was like, I ain't.
Well, Sean, you're getting hyped for nothing.
Well, that's what I'm like. Well, if you go on there, because Maya has a difference of opinion. So, girl, jumping at the screen, girl, that's how you feel, girl. But yeah. So I kind of figured that. I'm like, because if Richard, because I'm like, for him to like on site, it's like, aren't you working there? So it's like, what does it benefit you to come on Armand and disrespect Ra when you work with her? Even if you are having a little spat, that's between y'all two. Like, why take that elsewhere? You know, especially if you're not like gonna go full out. about
Exactly.
it. So yeah, I'm like, if it's like that, I'm gonna kind of be a little annoyed, and that's what it kind of sound like.
But even on Mom's live today, wasn't she saying like, just like Jim and I just said, that they kind of play back and forth like that? So
yeah, that's the part where she's kind of like, okay, so you're upset. I'm just summarizing it for
Mhm.
people in the chat that are upset that I said it's boring to me. But he just basically was just like, okay, so we play around. I call her the B word, she calls me the F word, but like I guess it's jokingly. I don't know. It was just a lot, but you can tell like he went on because he's hurt, and I'm guessing like Ra really does not like him on, so that's probably why he picked that platform.
right,
But
of course.
I think like I give it 2 weeks and he'll be back on the show. Honestly,
Yeah,
it wasn't nothing where
if
he
you
was
played
like,
around like that before, you already invited her into talking to you like that. You've already allowed her to talk to you like that. So how can you get upset about it later? Like if me and Jim and I are joking around, and she's we always call each other bitch, and then we get into it and she calls me a bitch. Well, I mean, how can I get mad at that at that point?
I think he got upset because she said it like in a negative. At that point, she was mad at him, so she said it like she was attacking him.
Mm-hmm. So Mia says that he said on there about so did he say out loud on there that Ra Ali hired a private investigator about Tasha K?
Yeah, he did. There was other stuff that he said. To me, it just wasn't interesting. That's why to me it was boring.
Yeah. She said to me it was boring.
It was like Armand does really good lies, but this one for me wasn't it. So, but other people, they might be interested that he did hire or she hired a private investigator against Tasha. But I don't really care. Like, did she get anything out of it? No, baby, go sit down, baby.
He didn't speak or know about Cardi and Rafi. He really didn't speak on. Yeah, so I mean, I don't really feel like he wants any static with Ra. I mean, you can tell with the energy that they have sometimes back and forth. Even when they do go back and forth, sometimes it does kind of seem like it goes a little too far, at times. So it's like I kind of watch their energy too. But still at the same time, how do you think Millie is gonna feel about Richard sitting down with Armand at all?
And not her.
I don't know. I don't really watch Millie like that, but from like the one I saw her on the Wiley show, and she gave me a vibe that if it doesn't have anything to do with her, she doesn't care. So since she wasn't brought into the mess, I don't think she's gonna care. She's probably gonna be like, all right, that's something that Ron needs to handle.
But low-key, she was brought into it because Richard said that he wasn't doing an interview with Armand. And he also said that he blocked Armand because of Millie, because of the disrespect.
Okay.
So live with Armand. So if you blocked Armand because of Millie, then why did you unblock him if you don't have a problem with Millie?
And then go sit down with him instead of Millie. Because he could have easily gone on Millie's platform.
Already and talked about the same stuff.
And talks about the entire thing.
But could he do you think Millie would allow that? Do you think she would be like, okay, you could come and talk, crap about our co-host with me?
Yeah. If it was in the tone that it just was with Armand, yes. Because it doesn't sound like it was too messy. It doesn't
it wasn't
bad. So if it was gonna be like that, then I think Millie would. But if Richard was gonna come talk shit about Rod, I don't think she'd be cool with that. No. But if it was just because Millie loves Richard, she talks about him all the time. So she loves him, and they work together a lot when they do on site.
If he's friends with them both, then I think that she would have been like that biased person in the middle, and she definitely would have let him come on her platform to talk about the situation. Not necessarily dog, like Sean said, she wouldn't necessarily dog Rod in front of Millie, but just to try to talk it out to kind of get to the bottom of how he's feeling about the whole situation.
Yeah, Vanessa said he shaded Millie.
On our platform?
You see, I don't really know them that much, like either the whole entire on-site cast.
Mm-hmm.
So when he was saying certain things, I was just like, okay, who is like who is he talking about? Exactly.
Right.
Is he talking? I did not think the whole entire interview he was talking about Millie, not once, but he could have been.
Well, Vanessa said every time he referenced the intern, he was talking about Millie.
Oh, is
yeah,
that
Armand was talking about Millie, but I don't think Richard was. Yeah, Armand was definitely talking about Millie.
that is an absolute.
Yeah, like you can tell, but I don't think Richard said anything. Yeah,
we'll definitely watch and form our own opinions. But
Mia said that Richard was on my radio before he went live on Armand. So let me find out. I'm slipping on my pan. Let me find out. She said this morning, but she made it live private. Because I went to go see the live. Everybody was talking about Millie was live this morning, and I didn't get a chance to watch because I work, and I didn't get a chance to see it. So I'm just like, oh, okay, I can watch it later. And when I went on there, it's just the live on there that she did like 2 days ago, 2-3 days ago.
Yeah, so that's why I was like, I caught it, but I caught like the tail end of it, like where she was already taking callers and stuff like that. So if Richard was on there, I totally missed that part because I came in at the end.
I didn't even know she was on. I'm not even subscribed, so maybe I should. I didn't even know who Richard was.
Yeah.
So I was like,
okay. It's a whole lot of.
Yeah. At this point, I was just watching just because Armand said he has to mess. I was like, you know what? I'm cleaning. Let me listen. So I don't know, but yeah, I'm gonna get off, y'all. It was good talking to you.
I know we love you. We love you. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Oh my God, I love her.
I'm so confused.
But no, yeah, I know. I saw she said I'm so confused. Okay, let's give her a quick little okay, My Radio, Armand Wiggins. Cool. My Radio works on-site. On-site, there's Ra Ali, Richard, and then guests and stuff that come through. Ra Ali and Richard had a disagreement yesterday about the F word. Ra called Richard the F word. He is a gay male, and she called him the F bomb. Armand got blocked by Richard because of Millie, because Millie and My Radio. Armand and Millie have been going back and forth. So, Richard didn't like what Armand had said about Millie, so he blocked her. So today he unblocked Armand, and not only did he unblock Armand, he went interviewed with Armand. So everybody's just like, oh my God, like this is gonna be juicy.
Everybody was like, oh my God, we gotta watch this.
Oh my God. It's like interview Richard, so yeah, I mean, in a nutshell. So it's like Millie is being put in the middle, kind of like she's from the crowd, she's friends with Richard, and now they kind of have like this static between each other, and now she's kind of like stuck in the static. So yeah. So that's pretty much like what's going on.
Look, Teresa said again, yes, girl.
Again, and then again after that, and again after that.
Millie, she said yes, Tiff, he was on there. She cut the live off when she seen he was going on Armand's show. Boom, then made it private. So he was on there earlier. Then she found out he was going on Armand's platform, and she totally made the live private.
Oh, so she has to be feeling some type of way. She is definitely the type of way. Millie gonna be
right here. We for all of it.
Girl, Millie gonna jump on live tomorrow. Horse drop a bomb.
Listen,
Billy. Ooh, Richard. You just open up a can, honey.
Listen, if she ain't live right now, which if she's not, I'm super surprised. But she does usually go live like during the day instead of at night.
Yo, we love Gemini too. Honey, girl, it's some tea out here, girl. So we love you guys. I am definitely about to go check all this stuff out because I'm going live about it tomorrow, so I gotta start doing my research. Y'all make me feel like I'm behind.
It's gonna be me in the chat tomorrow. Listen, I'm hoping about my little corporate person won't be at work tomorrow, so I can sneak on at work.
If you know how you can call a friend a bitch and it's okay when you are fighting and you call them a bitch, is the difference. Right. And but see, this is my thing. I don't feel that the F word should be being used at all.
Period.
The B word is used as a term of endearment, you know, calling a person a bitch. I feel that it's what you allow. If you don't want somebody to call you a bitch, should nobody be calling you no bitch? Like in the end of the day. But once you alert somebody of something once, you don't have to worry about it happening twice. So the first time somebody call you a bitch, let them know right then and there. You know, don't keep getting mad. Your anger is building each time they call you it. You know, like, no, if the first time they say it to you, call them out. Because you have those people, I walk up to Tiff like, girl, bitch, why this mother's just like, and then I was like, girl, and then I'm like, girl, bitch, you know, and I'm talking to Tiff, and somebody's standing next to me that I'm friends with that Tiff doesn't know, and they walk up to Tiff thinking that they call her bitch because I just did. You know, and then Tiff can look at them like, who the fuck is you? Don't call me no bitch.
Or if he's trying to get into it, and he'll be like, you know, you effing B. I think it's all in the way that you say it. However, you know, we pretty much agree on this. The F word is not something you play around with. Bitch, that's a little different. But the F word, like, that's not something that I will play around with.
Right.
At all, whether I was playing or not. That's not a word that you play around with. Because it's straight disrespectful.
It's just, I don't understand how that was ever okay. But the thing about it is that Richard obviously stamped it and let it be okay, because it doesn't sound like it's the first time she's called.
Exactly.
You know, so that's what I'm saying. You have to identify that immediately, so then you don't have to worry about it happening again in the future. Because if he said, like, I told you the first time, she's called me that before, and I told her don't call me that, and she said it again, I'm absolutely on Richard's side. I'm with you. But if even in a jokingly manner, you let her call you that, that's you having being friends with a person. Like, quick short story. I live in a predominantly white state. I have these friends, like my cousin, black, him and I were the only black kids in the entire school. 600 some students, we were the only 2 black kids. Now, there was this one boy that used to, which I didn't know. I didn't know until we was like it was like after school. But this boy named Mike used to call my cousin the N-word, like nigger, not like nigga, like, but he called him in a joking way, like jokingly, you know, he would say it. But to me, that's not a joke. You know, it's nothing to play with, you know, even if he's approved it. So when I came outside, he said it to me jokingly. That was my first assault. Because I tried to take his motherfucking head off.
I'm sure you did.
Don't talk to me like that. It's a reaction, you know. So just because something, and then another short story. My homegirl Roberta, she hates the word bitch. She does not use it, and she does not like being called it. So there's one day I was joking with her on a bus, and I'm just like, bitch, you know, like just fucking with her. I got off the bus, and she chased me all the way home. Like, she was for real trying to fight me. Like, she was serious. Because like the next day at the bus stop, she was waiting for me. Like with a log, like in her hand, waiting to fight me. So it's just, not everybody plays with that. So it's just checking the surface of the room. But the F word, to me, that's nothing to joke about. It's like calling a girl a cunt or something like that. A lot of people don't like that word. Like, and it's not a joking word. Like, you can't really call somebody a cunt jokingly. You know, so I'm just like, you just can't. So with the F-bomb, you know, it's different when you allow it. You know, on the live earlier, shout out to the Wiley show. Wiley said he doesn't mind if people call him the F-bomb. I do. So just make sure that if Wiley, if you and I are standing next to each other, if it's somebody that you hang with that say that to you, you better check them. Because do you have their back? That's all I gotta say. Like, don't
say just takes insults and lets them, you know, roll off his back. But I would truly hope that he wasn't saying like one of his friends can call him that and he would be okay with it. I seriously doubt he would be okay with that. I would
be absolutely fine with it. I mean, that's how he said it. He said it comfortably, and he said it multiple times. So to me, he has been called it, and he doesn't mind it. You know, but that's him. You know, he and I are 2 different people. You know, so if that's how you get down, that's how you get down. But I don't want nobody calling me that ever, and I'm not going to call nobody that either. You know, so I mean, it's just like with white people calling them hunkies and stuff like that. Like, you can't really call a white person a hunky respectfully. Like, I mean, it's just not a good word. It's not a good term. You shouldn't be using it. It's gross. You know, no different than the word fish. You know, like when people say that, if people find it disrespectful. They find it disrespectful. Like, it gross. Like, who are we to pinpoint? Like, I'm so sure you're taking offense to that. They have that right, whether you like it or not. You know, like I say, yin and yang. Some people don't mind that Cardi B says the N-word. A lot of people do. It just depends on where she goes. She just better ask the audience first, like, hey, y'all mind if I say nigga? She might get ran up on after the show or during. You just never know. You know, so I mean, it's different. You know, not everybody grows up like that. In most inner city Black communities, it's predominantly Black. You know, so when you hear that N-word, there's people that look like you that's saying it.
Right.
You know, so anybody else that comes in, you know, like, it doesn't matter where you Puerto Rico, Trini, it doesn't matter.
Can you drop the string for Mia?
Oh, absolutely.
She says she wants to come in.
Girl, come on in, girl.
Girl, let me see.
Come on in.
Hey, what you got to say, Mia?
It's dropped, girl. It's dropped.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so I'm just like, I don't have the time for it. Here come my girl. Hey, Mia, girl. Welcome to the chat. Hi, Mia.
Am I in here?
Yeah. I don't have the time for it.
Turn us down in the background, though. Like,
Okay, there we go. Did I do it right?
Yes.
Can you guys hear me?
yes.
Okay. I would put my little thing up, but I just started smoking a joint. So I know that, yeah. But I live in Seattle, Washington, so it's legal here.
No, you good. Do your thing, girl.
Okay, listen, if I wasn't the career girl I am and they didn't know what my my YouTube was, the people I work with know my YouTube, so I gotta keep
it on the DL. Inside activities.
Okay.
But so Armand's live was actually really good. I'm surprised you guys missed it.
Well, we were on.
Yeah, well, he was supposed to go live at 8, so we
live
really
early.
came on early so that we could go watch it. And then his ass jump on. I'm like, oh, he do this shit every time.
He went live at about, what time was it? My time was about 4 o'clock, maybe 3:30, 4 o'clock my time.
I think it was like, I think he went on because we came on at what, a little bit after 7.
Yeah.
So I think he went live at like 7:15, 7:30 when his thing said 8 o'clock. So me and Sean, thinking we're being smart, we're like, you know what? We're going to jump on early so that we can be done. And then we can go over to Armand's live and check that out. But
so what happened? Millie was live at about maybe 11 o'clock this morning, but she was live for like 3 hours before she got word that I think the Wiley show had dropped in her chat or something. It was something, or a caller or something. She got word that Richard was going over to interview with Armand, and she directly ended the live and made it private. So that live that she was with, that Richard Lomax was actually on that live. He was in the comments on his page and everything. That live is no longer up for us to see. She made it private.
oh,
So now Armand goes live, and his live was good. Like, he dropped a few pieces of, useful information if you're in this sector and if you know everyone that's, that floats around this sector, obviously. So like, I watch Millie, I watch you guys, I watch pretty much everyone that's being spoke about. So it all pieced together for me.
right.
That's why I found it interesting, because he did actually drop some things that pieced him and Millie's personal issues together for me. Because as you guys know, him and Millie had a problem like last week, I believe, where they both went live about each other.
Yes.
Did you guys catch that?
Yes.
Yeah.
And we caught both of those.
I watched both. Yeah, we got both.
Right. I watched it.
We was
So
on it.
now with this coming in, I think he just jumped on the Richard Lomax thing, because it's like, all right, now I got this upper hand on Millie again, and whoop. So it was just, it's like they were kind of being petty, but I really think it was good. Like, I really think you guys should watch it for real. I think you guys will like it.
Oh no, for sure. We're definitely gonna watch it. Like, literally, as soon as we get done with this live, I will be watching it, because I'm gonna go live about it tomorrow. But what do you think about Richard? Because you watch both.
Correct.
So now seeing what Richard said, how do you think Millie feels about this situation now? Like, based off of what you heard Richard say, how do you think Millie feels about it now? Because it's different when she hears that he's gonna go live, but he's went live now. And based off what you saw, basically knowing Millie's, reactions, because you're a big mob fan, how do you think that she's gonna feel about what he said?
I really think she's just caught in the middle, because Richard didn't really say anything negative that referenced Millie in that light. I should be honest about, to be totally honest, but it was more so just like she didn't have nothing to do with it in his sense, like with the whole him and Ra issue, like why they fell out. It's like Millie didn't have shit to do with that, But I just feel like Millie's gonna insert herself in it, if that makes sense.
No, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Makes perfect.
Because she already kind of did. That's why I was like, with that live, it's kind of hard to piece her in because she made it private. So it's really hard to, unless she goes live again about it. Okay, cool. But her reaction at this point is kind of unbeknownst with live being private. But she is doing a segment on Unsite tonight at 8 p.m. Central Time, she said. So I don't know.
So 8 p.m. Well, yeah, me and Sean are on Central Time. So you said tonight?
Yeah, she said she'll be on site tonight.
So it must be 9 o'clock our time because it's 8:49 here right now. So it must be like 9 o'clock.
Yeah, she's like, catch me on site tonight at 8 p.m. You guys.
Well, that's what everybody was saying that they was waiting for. Basically, that's why I don't feel that Richard went in. Richard is testing the water right now. Mm-hmm. I feel that Richard went onto Armand to put a little seed out there to see how Ra's going to respond, because Ra is going live tonight on site.
Right.
So won't be there. So that's why I feel that he went live so that he could, test the water kind of. Because based off of what he said, Ra's going to respond. So that's why I said that's why I said it's juicy, because you got Richard going over to Armand.
Right.
Who's beefing with Millie.
Right.
And also does not like Ra. And Richard works with both of those people.
Right.
So why are you over at Armand's in the first goddamn place? So that's juicy right there. And then after, on site's going live. So you'll get to hear whatever Ra feels about what Richard said. Millie is
Ra will address it publicly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. But that's just my opinion.
You don't think Ra will address it publicly?
I don't, and that's another thing that was said at Armand's live. She has the private investigator to investigate Tasha, and apparently there's some things that's been pulled and whoop-de-whoop, and she's saving it to basically drag Tasha K, like, in this big old ordeal, like, because she feels like YouTubers are beneath her, so she doesn't have to address YouTubers. She feels like, this is beneath her, and da-da-da. So that's another thing where Richard was like, if you feel like YouTubers are beneath you, you work with the YouTubers. So how do you really feel about the YouTuber you work with? There's like a respect factor there. He's like, there's no respect there if your intentions are ill. You know what I mean? Like, it was a good live. It was a good live. Like, it has a lot of pieces that will put the puzzle together for, for us T-tippers.
For sure. I'm nosy, girl. Girl, I'm nosy as hell. I'm trying to get all up in this shit.
I be nosy. I be in everybody's comments like, wait, what?
Right. I'm like, oh, what happened? Oh, wow. Ooh, get up here. Hurry up.
If somebody goes live, I'm calling Sean like, hey, you see what you're calling it live right now?
I'll call Tiff like, so I was bored. And she was like, oh, here we go. I'm like, yeah, here we go.
If I hear the words, I was bored from Sean, that means that Sean has started some shit somewhere.
That's what I do.
While I was at work or while I was asleep. So I got to figure out where I was first.
Sean be out here making waves now, though. Nick at night, I see you. Nick at night is forever, Sean. You out, Sean.
Oh, girl. See, that's all Tiff. That's all Tiff.
Okay, like, get it.
No, but that's my boo. I love me some Nick at Night. That's my girl. Shout out to Nick at Night. I love her. So, yeah, I love her. And I still know you making waves, girl. You be everywhere. I be like, they're gonna be, hey, nigga, hey, every time I see you.
I know. Me too. Hey,
I'm just nosy.
You're not there too. Hey,
We know you with you.
I be drinking my wine and just be scrolling like, oh my goodness.
YouTube is a key. These YouTube beefs, everybody tunes in for that stuff. Like it's entertaining.
Right. Wiley get the engine revving, and then everybody else
do everybody.
Then everybody else hit the gas.
Takes off.
I always catch Wiley in the live too. I'd be like, look at Wiley stirring the pot.
As usual, with his messy ass, and then always try to act like he ain't low key messy. Like Wiley.
No,
you know messy.
He know he messy.
You know you messy.
He know he messy, but he is funny to me.
Yeah.
But no, I think it's gonna be good content for the rest of the week.
So, I thought I was about to say, Gemini girl, did you just talk shit about my girl? That's something good. Okay. I was about to get upset. But yeah, thank you so much for coming through, Mia. We gotta get
Mia.
But I will be dropping the stream tomorrow. So if you want to come through, girl, come jump back on, girl. Let me know what you think, girl, because I'm gonna have a mouthful to say.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. We love when y'all come. This for Tuesdays is for we're gonna be dropping the stream. But I want to drop it more because I love people get more comfortable, like wanting to come in, wanting to talk, wanting to get their
absolutely.
I want them to feel like I'm gonna rip their head off. They ain't scared of Tiff. They know Tiff, she's just gonna, just be beautiful and just be like, hey, Sean is a mess. Like you don't know what you're gonna get out of here.
No, everybody jumps on the stream to talk to Sean. I am just here to make sure.
I like talking to both of y'all. This was a good conversation. This was great.
That's why I'm telling you now. I'm dropping the stream tomorrow because I love everything that you have to say, and you on everything. So I would love. I mean, no pressure, but if you want to come back through tomorrow, because I'm gonna have a lot to say about all this. I'm gonna watch everything. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna have a lot to say. So, and it's gonna be lit. So I'm gonna have some mobbers mad, and I'm gonna have some Wiggins mad. I might have some Raleighs mad. I might have some Richards mad. But I'm
gonna some Barbs. Okay, they're gonna be here dropping the unicorns.
So make sure y'all come through. I'll be here. But thank you so much for coming through. We really loved your commentary. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Have a good night.
You too.
Thank you. Bye. Oh, I really like her. That was awesome.
Listen, she gave us all the tea.
All of it. She put it all together.
And Gemini gave us.
That's what I'm saying. Like, me jump on. Shit, we're all shit. Her and Gemini, they got it right together. So shout out to Gemini.
Yes.
Shout out to King Mai for coming through. I really, really, really appreciate that. I really appreciate it. I love when y'all come through. Like, it just makes us want to drop the stream even more. Like, and as you see, you do not have to show your face. We want to hear your voice. That's all we care about. We care about your opinion. Your face isn't your opinion. So we don't care about that. We just want to hear from you guys. We love you guys. So yeah, but I'm gonna be here tomorrow. It's gonna be mess.
Why? She gonna go live while I'm at work.
It's I'm a. You want me to wait for you, girl? Because
No, you don't have to wait for me. I already told you, you don't have to wait for me. I will get on at work. Wait. It's just be people walking in my office like, who are you listening to? No, none of your business. Why are you here?
Right.
Why are you here? You got your own desk to work at, but everybody has to go through my office to get to the back room, even though there's a door over there. Never mind. Never.
We love you too, girl.
Never mind.
We love you too, girl. 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 We love all of y'all. I mean, just everybody. Now I feel like I just want to go through all the comments again. I can say hi to everybody. Like, I don't like to leave people out.
I packed my allegedly signed Pink, so allegedly is all on you, girl.
Oh, and then tomorrow, Pink, like, yeah, I'm gonna need my mind strong because I'm gonna be over here cutting up.
Listen, Pink is not afraid to delete anybody.
I'm thinking like I'm gonna probably try to wait a little closer to time Tiff get off work so that her office ain't loud.
No, listen, if the tea is hot at 3, then Tiff gonna be there at 3. If the tea is hot at noon, then Tiff gonna be there at noon.
Okay, well I'm telling y'all because I'm gonna watch all this and then I'm y'all gonna want to be here for SeanDavieWay tomorrow. I'm telling you,
it's gonna be
it's going down. Like I'm gonna say what
all these lives.
I am fans of both. I am fans of my radio. I'm fans of On Site. I'm a fan of Marlon Wiggins. I'm a fan of everybody. So tomorrow when I go forward with my opinion, I'm going in and I'm base it off how I feel. I don't care who don't like it. So if Millie don't like what I have to say, Millie, girl, jump on the stream, girl. If her mom don't like what I gotta say, jump on the stream. Get your feelings out. But yeah, I'm definitely coming through. I'm about to sit back and I'm about to just drink all of it in. All of it. And then I'm gonna come through.
Hair flip.
Hair flipping on these hoes. So make sure y'all come through tomorrow. Because I'm gonna probably go like during the day, so like around like 11 or so. I'll DM you to make sure you follow me on Instagram. Follow Tip West on Instagram, OCT. Oh, wait a minute. I'm saying shit. Already got me home.
OTC.tipwest.
Bam. Make sure you follow my girl and make sure you follow me. Oh, yeah. So follow us because always update you. So, follow us on Instagram. Make sure you guys like, make sure you guys subscribe.
Headphones are for you. Show enough, right, girl? You know what? As soon as we get off this live, I'm putting my headphones in my purse to make sure I have them with me work tomorrow.
Yeah, because I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear.
Like as soon as I turn shutter on, it's like cuss words. I'm like, oh my God.
Period. And there's a whole bunch of stuff. I don't know what's going on. All I can say is unsubscribe and then subscribe again. But also, if you don't, because a lot of people don't have Instagram and Facebook. So if you don't, I get it. But I would just encourage you, if you have an Instagram, just follow me on Instagram because I will alert you. Like I will definitely.
And also make sure you have your notifications on all.
On all.
Personalized. I think it's all personalized and something else. You have to make sure it's on all.
Right. So when you hit that subscribe button, make sure it's on all. Now, if you just hit subscribe, you'll just be subscribed.
Mm-hmm.
If you hold the bell, it'll be 3 options and hit the top to where it says all. So then every time the person goes live, whether it's just an update or anything, like it'll let you know, community feed, anything, it'll alert you. So yeah, and then another thing too is make sure you have your notifications on your phone and your settings. Because if you don't have your notifications on, it won't notify you of anything. Like literally, because some people have turned their notifications off and don't realize, like, if you put your phone on silent or vibrate, it automatically turns off your notifications. So when you turn your ringer back up, it's just your volumes back up now. Your notifications are still off, and a lot of people don't realize that. So that make sure you guys do that too. So yeah, she said yes. I'll make sure I get my name. Of course, T girl, you're at the top of the list. You're at the top of the list. Oh, thank you. We love you guys too. Every Tuesday, y'all say I'm even at work. Fred, Tippy straight home from work, and we jump on live. We love y'all. We really do.
Throwing my bag down, getting right in front of the computer, ready to go.
Mm-hmm. So we love you. As long as y'all want us, like I said, we're gonna show up. So,
absolutely.
We were definitely going to do that. But thank you, everybody, for coming through. We love you guys.
This is awesome.
Thanks for tuning in to You Can't Sit With Us, as usual. Wes, thank you for coming through. I love you so much. I literally cannot do this without you. So,
stop.
No, you stop.
Stop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. Trying to make it seem like you super important, girl. Cut it out.
I'm not important. I am just a subscriber, just like everybody else.
Girl, you my producer, my editor. You help me read better.
Read better.
Yeah, you help me read better.
Oh,
complete me all that shit. Yes. So but yeah.
We
love you guys. We love you guys. I'll be live tomorrow over here talking my shit.
Yes.
So next week you'll see You Can't Sit With Us, but you'll see SeanDavieWay tomorrow. Make sure you tune in.
And Sean Sundays.
No, I didn't sing for y'all last time, but I'm gonna sing this Sunday. Okay, yes, I know y'all was DMing me talking about some Okay. So I'll sing next Sunday. I promise. I promise.
Okay.
And if y'all want me to sing certain songs, y'all want me to get up there. Sure, that cash app will be up.
Okay.
But
Cash app.
Period. But I love you guys. Just go catch up on that girl. Bye.
Bye, guys.